I just wanted to do a little explanation at the beginning. So I'm doing this mukbang style because A, I have to eat breakfast. I have a frappuccino and these like egg bite things. Not a huge mukbang, but I figured if I was talking about Trisha Paytas and doing a Trisha story time, I needed to do a mukbang. So here I am. I've never done a story time before. Trisha and Jason Nash are like huge, basically the king and queen of YouTube, and I met both of them last night. So if you'd like to hear my little story time on how I met Trisha and Jason and my experience and how I thought their relationship was, because they just had that insanely public breakup situation, then just keep on watching. Okay, I need to actually remember to eat in this video because I'm the worst at eating and we want Trisha to be proud of me. So eat and talk. Eat and talk. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me and maybe are finding me through this video, or those of you who know me and just haven't kept up with me the last couple days or whatever, I am here in Los Angeles, or was here, for BeautyCon LA. I came with a bunch of other small YouTubers. Obviously, I have a very small channel and I do mainly beauty makeup type content. So I came to BeautyCon, stayed with some other fellow small YouTubers. Now BeautyCon's done and I'm staying with one of my best friends from elementary school, from high school. She lives out in Santa Monica and we've been chilling for like 2 days now. And so she has a job here, she works full time and she's honestly killing it. Her name's Jade, just for the sake of this story. I don't think she'll care if I say her real name. She worked this morning, so we didn't want to do anything like too wild, but we wanted to go out, have some casual drinks, like get a little glam and just like have a girls' night. We decided that we were going to go to Soho House. And if you don't know LA, the LA area, I'm acting like I know, but I'm just reiterating what Jade has told me. Soho House is like the place to be. It's right beside Boa Steakhouse, and both of those places are insanely popular. To get into Soho itself, you have to go through this like very normal looking building, up 2 different elevators, down different hallways, give people your card. Like, it's a membership kind of club and like everyone there is famous. They have a valet parking service and there were like G-Wagons everywhere, Lamborghinis, just like the whole 9 yards. Definitely not what I'm used to being around. Me as a person, I'm not that fazed by celebrities. I'm not that into celebrities. YouTubers are like my thing. They're my celebrities, and fancy cars and money and people that like think very highly of themselves, I'm not that into. So I wasn't that fazed by the situation. I was just kind of like, this is legit. This is very fancy. This is very expensive. All the people here are like the bougiest of LA. Just a preface of where we were at and like the kind of vibe of the people we would be around. So we pull up to Soho House out of our Uber and Jade and I are just like walking up the steps into Soho House. We turn to our left, or I turn to my left. I'm always like just very conscious of my surroundings. And we see 2 people, a man and a woman, a couple obviously, just like chilling, leaning against a wall or something. And they were definitely eyeing us, like they wanted to say something to us, which is why my attention was brought to them. And I looked at them and I was like, holy shit, that's Trisha Paytas and Jason Nash. And I noticed Trisha first because she's very like recognizable, obviously. And then I was like, oh my god, she's with Jason, they're back together, like holy shit, we're seeing them together, this is like wild. And there was no one else around, so I was like, do I go up to them? I don't know. I'm like, oh, what do I do? And then I realized that like they were looking at us and they looked very inviting, so I was like, okay, screw it, I'm going over, I'm introducing myself, I need to meet Trisha and Jason. So I walk over and they're just so ridiculously incredibly sweet. If you didn't know that they were famous, other than Trisha's like obvious work that she's had done, and she looks like amazing, and they're outside of Boa, which like obviously means they have money or they're probably famous in some respect, you wouldn't know that they were famous otherwise. Like, they were so kind, and they actually said that they had been staring at us because they wanted someone to take a picture of them, so they were going to call us over and ask if we could take a picture for them. And I was like, sure, I'll totally take your picture. So I took their picture, their little date night cute picture, thinking like, oh, Trisha like doesn't really post a couple of photos so much on her Instagram. Like, she posts a lot of selfies. You can't really see it because my camera's not focusing, but it's all like photos of her. And then she posted this photo. So this is the photo that I took of them and she posted on her Instagram, which is so beyond wild. and I posted my photo before she posted this one. I literally did not expect her to post this. We walked out of Soho because I couldn't really be on my phone in Soho House. I'll explain that. And I literally like fell on the ground and was like, holy shit, she posted my photo. And I just like had a moment, freaked out with my friend Jade. I'll put the photo like right here so that you can see a better look of it. And yes, that is the photo that I took that Trisha posted on her Instagram. And I had like some of my subscribers and my friends tag me in the photo being like, holy shit, Taylor, did you take this? Did you take this photo? And I was like, yes, I did. So that is like the first part of the little story time. And then I obviously got photos with both of them as well. So I'll put my photo with just me and Trish here. And then I'll also include my photo with Trish and with Jason. So but those right there. And so this is what it looks like on my phone. I posted it on my Instagram, and within the first like hour, because there was a 3-hour difference and I posted it so late, no one didn't really get likes, didn't get traction. And then suddenly like all her fans followed me, all her fans started finding me, and now I have over 2,000 likes on this photo, which for me on my Instagram I average about 500, I would say. So 2,000 likes, like 50 comments, 100 people have saved this photo, which I think is kind of weird. And then I've gotten a bunch of followers from it as well. So it's very obvious that Trisha and Jason have very loyal fans. I don't even know how they found me. I truly don't. Okay, now to get into how like Trisha and Jason were, how they were together, what I thought of their relationship, seeing them together, and then my experience going into the Soho House and not being allowed on my phone. So we walked up, I told you I took their picture for them. Actually, I think I took their photo after I got the photos of them. Can't remember, I was obviously very flustered and freaked out. So they were so kind, asked where I was from, asked what I was doing here in LA. I must have said I'm from Toronto or something, because we talked about where I was from and what I do, and I was like, oh, I do YouTube, I'm actually here for BeautyCon. And they were so genuinely interested in the fact that I do YouTube. They were like, that's so amazing, what kind of videos do you do? They were asking me how BeautyCon was. I was telling them how it was like crazy lines, everyone went crazy when Kim Kardashian arrived, and like you literally couldn't see anything or get through anywhere. They were just so genuinely interested and super kind. I was talking to Jade about making this video or not making the video because I feel like it's short, but I just figured I wanted to share my experience regardless, because so many people share their experience when it's negative and they're like, I met Trisha and she was a bitch, or I met blah 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 and they weren't nice to me, which yeah is interesting, that's like drama and tea, but I'm not gonna lie, I met Trisha and Jason and they were so kind. I know that Jason is part of like the vlog squad and he acts very immature almost, just because he hangs out with people so much younger than him and they joke around, and like especially Trisha is just like a shit show in most of her videos, but that's just like how she is. She shows her life how it is. She talks to the camera about her issues with confidence. She does mukbangs, all that stuff. You guys know Trisha if you watch her. And just meeting them in real life, they seemed so like put together, down to earth, kind, genuine. They were very present. They weren't like looking around being like, we don't want to talk to this girl. They were engaged. I haven't met a ton of famous people, as I said, because I wouldn't really approach a lot of famous people, but a YouTuber that I genuinely watch and care about, like Trisha and Jason, I 100% wanted to approach them, and I'm super glad that I did. And then at the end, when I was like saying my goodbyes, being like, okay, bye, it was so nice to meet you, Jason asked me again. He was like, wait, what was your channel name? Like, they were just very interested in the fact that I had a channel, the fact that I did YouTube, the fact that I watched them. And like I was saying with Jade, I'm sure they get a lot of people that are younger and run up to them and are just kind of like, oh my god, I love you, I love you, I love you, which is like, okay. But I approached them like a genuine person, and like we had a conversation like two real people, because when it comes down to it, celebrities are literally just real people like us. And actually, when I was taking Trisha's photo, I was like, Trisha, you look amazing in that dress, your body looks great. Like, I was being her hype girl for her Instagram, and it was just very surreal, and I had a great experience meeting Trisha and Jason. And in terms of their relationship, you could tell that they were just like very loving, very happy to be together. I know that their relationship, like they did it to themselves, they broadcasted it everywhere in their back and forth videos. And like ultimately, if they want to be together, I think they should be together. They seem super, super cute together, especially in person. I feel like because they were apart and they had all their drama, they were kind of like in their honeymoon phase back together in their relationship. And like from an outward perspective, They seemed very happy, and like even in Trisha's caption of the photo that I took for her, she was just like, date night, like he surprised me with something in his vlog. Can't wait to see what that was. And yeah, they just seem very happy, genuine people. I literally have nothing but positive things to say about both of them. They were very kind and very sweet, and I'm really pleased with my experience in meeting them. And then, as I said, when I went into Soho House, because it's like celebrities everywhere, you're not allowed to be on your phone. You have to keep your phone away for the most part. So I was like internally freaking out, wanting to like FaceTime my friends. Like I tried FaceTiming Julia, who I went to BeautyCon with, and I was gonna FaceTime Brittany. And then because we all love Trish, and we were actually filming a mukbang yesterday for Brittany's channel, which will be up. I'll link it down below, promo for Brittany. And we mentioned Trisha like 3 times that video. I was like, I'm the Trisha of the group, or I said something about like being Trisha, and then Brittany was like, I really want to meet Trisha. Like we literally were talking about her the day before, and then the next day I just run into her in the most casual situation. Like I came to LA to go to a YouTube convention and meet YouTubers, and then I meet Trisha and Jason on the sidewalk outside of Soho House. I'm sorry, I keep getting so sidetracked. I cannot do story times. I'm no Tana Mojo, but I just wanted to share my experiences. So as I said, when I got into Soho House, not really supposed to go on your phone. So I was like, so excited, so hyped from having met them, and I was trying to FaceTime Julia, I was trying to FaceTime Brittany, and then Jade was like, dude, you're not allowed to be on your phone right now. So I had to put my phone away. I couldn't even like look at the photos or really post the photos with Trish and Jason for a while, and I finally posted them and it was fine, but like after that, your adrenaline is just like, oh. And then I was in a situation where I was like surrounded by tons of celebrities again, but you can't really look around. They dim the lights really low, and you're not gonna like walk around and like look in people's faces, and it's just like not a thing. You just have to eat your food, heads down, and be chill about it. So we did that, and then yeah, we came home, watched Trisha's videos, watched some of the Vlog Squad's videos, and Jason. So that's my whole story time. I wish I had more to say, but I guess that's all the tea I have to spill. I guess tea is typically like a negative term, but like that's the truth. That's what I think of their relationship. I think they're very sweet together. I think they're very sweet people. Seems like they kind of put on an act for the camera, and I can see that you'd get caught up in the drama and the views and making money, but like they just seem genuine. They seem like they're working out their relationship in their own time, and yeah, I'm really happy that I got to meet them and that it was a good experience, because I know that a lot of people have really negative experiences with YouTubers and celebrities in general, and I can understand how that happens when they're in crowds or having a bad day, or you just don't approach them in the nicest way. So that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for watching. I'm almost done my egg bites, very proud of myself, and I'm almost done my Frappuccino as well. So I'm gonna head out. I'm going to go shopping on Melrose today, and